I'm Neil Brown. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
It was really a dream come true because when I was young, I kind of pictured it going like this. And I never really imagined myself going anywhere else but West Virginia. I would take like a lot of recruiting visits and stuff, but at the end of the day, I could never really see myself being anywhere else in the nation. I always thought I was going to be in Morgantown. I could only see myself playing in the gold and blue, and I knew from a young age that's what I was going to do. My grandfather, Garrett Ford Sr., came to Morgantown in, I think, 1964. Had like a pretty rough time in history, civil rights movement going on, and he came here with my grandmother. They had my mom in Morgantown. He was lucky enough to have a pretty good career here, go on to play in the NFL for a few years, and before returning back to Morgantown on staff with Coach Bobby Bowden. He had my uncle then too, and then they lived in Morgantown pretty much their whole lives. My uncle grew up here, went to Morgantown High. He also followed in my grandfather's footsteps and played here, wore the same number and everything. He had a pretty decent career here, and then comes me down the line. I followed in my whole family's footsteps, came here and added Ford to my last name to really honor them.
Deggy claps the hands together, takes the next step, fakes a handoff to Brown. Now Jarrett throws it into the end zone. Ford-Wheaton makes the catch in the back of the end zone. It's a good touchdown out of the back of the end zone. He called it.
I watched it probably just as much as anybody else. And every time it comes across my timeline or somebody tags me and I watch it, and I just, it's kind of hard for me to believe that that's actually me. Because, my grandfather would take me to West Virginia, to the field, and just watch me and my brother run up the field tackling each other. So when I actually go back and I really think about and I watch it, I'm just like, that's really me doing that. It's kind of hard to, it's a crazy feeling. And I remember sitting in, up in the box when my grandfather was sick, with my whole family and watching guys make crazy plays. I was here for the Chris Henry games. I was here for Stedman, Tavon, Kevin White, all of them. So I've seen all of them make some crazy plays. So for one of my catches to be considered that up there with them is it's a crazy feeling, because I remember just sitting there watching people do it and the crowd going crazy. And now there's probably some kid standing up in the exact same spot and watching me make the play like that too. So he's probably thinking the same thing. People not too many people have been on the field to hear what the crowd sounds like while the ball's in the air, but it's pretty cool. You can actually hear it. So when you're open and you beat somebody and you always hear the ball lifted to you, that's how I know always the ball's coming to me. It'll be and then you have the ability to make the play and make the crowd go wild, or it's just and then just another play, nothing happened. But I always try to, make the most of my opportunities, and especially when the ball is in the air, a deep post or anything. Those are my favorite. That's what I came here for. So when I get the chance to do that, then it's just a great feeling.